All right, morning everyone. Welcome to another episode of Market Trading. I'm your host, Vays, coming to you live this Thursday morning. Muted that in time. Thursday morning, the markets are open. Really interesting what happened with the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. And we're going to go take a look at the charts. I already see a question from Oki. Tone, do you think the drop will come once GBTC cools off? It seems to be leading Bitcoin these days. Not really following the question. What do you mean the drop will come? The drop has already came, right? We've already had the drop. Let's go look at the charts. We'll take it from there. Hard for me to comment without looking at the charts. Just a heads up, I have not taught an in-person trading workshop in about 3 years, but I will be back doing so in a couple of weeks. I actually my slides and refresh those. Work awesome. And so check it out. It is in Brazil. The link is in the video description. So that's where I will be in about 2 weeks. I'm heading to Brazil. The workshop will be in Sao Paulo. And this is the conference. Crypto Minds, I will be a speaker at Crypto Minds. Most of the conference is in Portuguese. I think they'll have an English translation. A few speakers, like myself, will obviously speak in English. Oh, good. There's more American speakers this year. Awesome. Let's go to charts. Hey, Mal, thanks for joining. Weekly chart. We're going straight to the weekly chart. Here's good news. Look at the CMF. The CMF is rallying as the price is dropping. That is very, very good news. This has a high probability that next week will be the week of the reversal for the price of Bitcoin. I hope it is, and I hope I'm right. But you see this consolidation in swing lows. I would love to see a capitulation candle, next candle, for the MRI candle, and it's also being the reversal candle. So the perfect candle next week would be something like this. Would be something like the hammer candle the week of June 12th. Even better would be a candle like the week of March 6th. That was the candle that marked the $20,000 low. Maybe not as deep. This candle fell over $2,000 in its range. You see that this candle, oh, that was the body, right? So let's just say from opening of the candle at 22,500 to the low of the candle of 19,500 is a $3,000 drop. I don't want to see a $3,000 range on the candle. I don't want this candle to go below 24, let's say, but going down to 24 is okay. So maybe a $1,500 range. So a candle similar to the week of March 6th, which was a red hammer candle. I would love to see a candle like that. But if we add the tone Vays volume, you will see that the tone Vays volume is going to be green. And the tone Vays volume will be available next year. We're going to have, well, let's just say there'll be a lot of changes coming next year, mostly within the Financial Summit brand. Let me look for the tone Vays volume. Tone Vays volume. So if I add the tone Vays volume, and I'm going to bring it up so that it's closer to the price, you will see that the tone Vays green, indicating that this has a high probability of being a reversal candle, and this volume is bullish as opposed to bearish in the traditional volume spike. Someone is asking me the Decentratrade Bitcoin liquidity map. I would love to if I knew where to find it. I think I'm just gonna message Phil and get him on the show. That might be a better way to go. Okay. Let me drop chart. See, MACD looks bad, and the RSI also looks very bad. But the CMF looks good, and the CMF is important. We have an MRI warning candle, which means we will get the MRI reversal buy candle next week, unless the price significantly rallies in the next 3 days. Our allocation remains 100% cash, and we are very comfortable with that allocation. Hey guys, just as a heads up, Vays.com. Check it out, products and services. There are on-demand videos. These are my educational workshops. And of course, the MRI itself. Also a free learn trading section. The Financial Summit coming to the UAE, November 5 to 10, an incredible event where we do nothing but discuss how to make money. And unconfiscatable, this is our Bitcoin event coming to Las Vegas, December 7 and 8, with the poker tournament taking place the night before on December 6th. Not sure what happened there. Daily chart. Just like the weekly chart being key, the daily chart is also key. The daily chart is also on an MRI warning candle. And later tonight, we should get an MRI buy candle, as long as that candle starts trading below the closing low of September 4th. That closing low is $25,800. So as long as we trade below that number after 8 p.m. tonight, Eastern time, we will get the MRI buy candle. But this MRI buy daily will take place within consolidation. And since the weekly MRI buy is not yet here, I'm going to be very cautious declaring off of this buy scenario. And I would wait until we get into this box. I still think there is a high probability chance we're going to fall to the $24,000 level. The 4-hour chart looks very bearish to me, and I think the bottom is going to drop out sometime going into this weekend. I do like the GBTC discount. Look at the GBTC discount up as Bitcoin is consolidating and trending down. This means that there is demand for GBTC shares. This means there are new hodlers coming in. And the moment Bitcoin rallies up, this GBTC discount should disappear and break the 10% barrier and eventually get into positive territory. I'm still anticipating that. Eventually, I'll be right. I've been very surprised with natural gas. Natural gas has broken below some key levels. And come this winter, I do expect natural gas to rally to the upside. I would find it very, very strange that natural gas would drop that low. There is a coordinated effort by the BRICS to make Europeans' life as miserable as possible for blindly following the United States. And high oil prices and high gas prices is part of the BRICS plan. They'll never announce it, but I think that is the case. Oil, this is interesting. So oil has just hit the highest price since about a year ago, November. Okay, I think we're on path to break that. I think this is key. Now let's review last week. The numbers are out. Look at the huge oil candle last week, which was up $6. Now, what do you think the United States government did last week? Do you think they sold oil off the Strategic Oil Petroleum Reserve? Do you think they bought oil, or do you think they didn't touch it? Let's let me do a poll real quick. Don't look up the numbers, guys. Don't look up the numbers. Let's do a quick poll. Start a poll. What did US Gov do with Strategic Petroleum Reserve, the SPR? We're gonna say bought over 500,000 barrels. Did nothing. Oh, somehow say did not touch it. And the third option is sold over 500,000 barrels. Okay, so we're going to start the poll. Please don't vote if you know the answer. Only vote if you don't know the answer. And I want to give you guys a few minutes. How many people we have watching this? We have 180 people watching. So I think 30 people voting should give me the final answer. The first 30 people should give me the right answer. We have 23 votes. Somehow we went to 19 votes. That was weird. 25 votes. Once we get 30 votes, the government sold or bought less than 500,000 barrels. That counts as they did not touch it. They did nothing. 29 votes, one more vote. But one more vote won't swing it, right? So there is consensus that the government bought 100,000 barrels. And now we're going to go take a look. I peeked at it last night, so I kind of cheated. But next time we're going to do this poll, and I won't know the answer. So we're going to get this number, and we're going to let's go to the spreadsheet. Wow, with 50 votes, it was almost even. It was 45 versus 40. 45% versus 40%. Let's put the date in here. Oh, wait. We don't know. Wait, I just refreshed it. Do we not know? Today's already Thursday. Next release date. Ah, crap. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I polled too early. This was the last number. We don't know the next number yet. What's today? Isn't today Thursday? Oh, man, they haven't released it yet. Shit. So I don't know what that number is. My bad. I saw it, and I thought this was the next number, but it's not. We already have this number in the spreadsheet. The 825 number. We're waiting for the 830 number. That's only 5 days later, not 7 days later. This is weird. All right, we have to wait till tomorrow. We have 60 votes. 42% say they bought 500,000 barrels. 38% say they sold 500,000, and 20% say that. We're going to hold on to that poll, and we'll see. We'll see tomorrow when I do the stream. We'll have the answer. So unfortunately, we don't have the answer today. That's the same number as this. So for the last 2 weeks, they've been purchasing 600,000 barrels of oil. So let's see what they did last week. We'll find out tomorrow. Oh, the week was a short week because of the holiday. That's right. Well, this week was a short week. Doesn't mean that yeah, you're right. Well, this week was a short week, but we're getting the number for last week. All right, so we'll move on and we'll wait. Oh, this was some of the data. I could probably close this. Yeah, there's just extra tabs right now. What is this? Or whatever it is, not really loading. What is this? Oh, those are the budget numbers from the month before. Okay. Gold is not interesting, so we're moving on. S&P 500 is interesting. September is a historically bad month for the S&P 500. And we'll wait till the end, towards the end of September. We are on a monthly MRI sell, guys. That is concerning. We're on a monthly MRI sell, but a monthly MRI sell only means candle correction. And this is clearly already a monthly correction. So I think sometime next month in October, we will reverse and go higher like we usually do in October. The daily chart on the S&P is not looking great. It should have timed perfectly with the MRI. Let's refresh the MRI. I got an error. Still an error. Let's refresh the page. Let's reload the page. Whoa, are now saying sold over 500,000 barrels. Man, you guys are proving me wrong that the first 30 votes should have had the right answer. Interesting. We're now flipping. If the government sold oil last week, the price of oil should have fell last week. But the price of oil had a huge rise last week. I'm very surprised that you guys are voting this way. I would vote for bought over 500,000 barrels. Because remember, we are talking about this candle right here. What happened on this candle? This is the candle for August 28th. So what happened on this candle? Did the government buy oil for the reserve or for the reserve? I would think the government either did nothing or bought oil for the reserve, because if they had sold oil from the reserve, I would not expect the biggest candle March of earlier this year. The biggest percentage and nominal. Right. So this was that report with the crazy chart on page 180 that the US debt is going to blow out of proportion. And I think this chart is wrong. It's going to go up exponential way before that. This is a linear rise in government debt. It's going to be exponential unless they drop interest rate back to zero. Only with a 0% interest rate is this chart going to be here. Even in terms of US GDP. Yep, and there it is. Once again, the MRI is king. Here is an MRI top in the S&P 500. Now, granted, this being a bit of a consolidation, I would have been borderline skeptical as to how quickly it can drop the price of Bitcoin, but it's also coming in inside a monthly MRI top. So the monthly and the daily combination certainly reared its ugly head, and down goes S&P. And I think Bitcoin will drop one more time. This is Apple. Let's zoom out. Daily Apple chart. Apple has a very clear support right here, and we're almost at it. If the price of Apple doesn't immediately reverse and start to go higher, and it breaks the low of 170, I think Apple stock is in a bit of trouble. And obviously, it will take the market down with it. Oh yeah, speaking of the Financial Summit, if you go to the Financial Summit YouTube channel, we posted a giveaway. Somebody could get a free entry to the Financial Summit, which would also include the hotel and everything. Let's get the quality of this video up. It's be way better. We're not going to pay for your flight. We're not going to pay for your airport pickup. But if you follow these rules and we like what you reply, we just posted this last night. If we like how you sell yourself to be at the Financial Summit, we will reach out and probably do a Zoom call to see if you are a good fit for the summit, and it would be free. We're doing this in order to get more subscribers, to get more eyes. You do have to share the post. You have to promote the post. And we have the same post on Twitter and also on Instagram. And if you do all three, you have a higher chance of winning the incredible experience of joining us at the Financial Summit. I'm really looking forward to the next Fed non-rate hike in November. I still think there will be a rate hike in November. Next week, there's going to be some good economic indicators. All right, guys, I got nothing more to say. We'll close the poll after 100 people have voted. Right now, it's 39%, 40% that it was 500,000 barrels. This is a close poll. Wow. All right, any other comments, guys? All right, I don't see any comments, so I think we may wrap this video up. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And I will see you all on the next one. Bye, guys.